Got some shit going off in the background. Archangel Michael is with you in spirit, protecting you with the highest protection that is available to us in this universe and beyond. I am now sealing off this energy healing. I am visualizing a white and golden luminescent light, shielding and covering the entirety of your being.
And rising, guys. What for?
Repeat after me.
I'm gonna be doing.
I am going to have a positive experience.
Shut this off. I am about to be doing a Bible study in 4 minutes for Philippians 4:9. Oh, the ring. It's for aerial. I did a bunch of aerial stuff whenever my leg was about to be amputated, and they were like, "You gotta manifest some bone." Guten Abend. Dankeschön, Ariel. I had to manifest, like, because I had about 50 bouts of chemotherapy after a wreck, because like all my bones just kind of grew into one. I was a big walking piece of trauma, basically. And like I kept this overbone growth is what happened, and they had to cut it out, but then it kept growing back, like on my thighs, and I had hooks coming out of my thighs and legs and stuff. It was really, really weird. And well, they had to give me chemotherapy, and they were like, never break a bone again, because your bones won't even your bones won't ever heal. And then I broke a bone in my leg 28 times. Yeah, my tibia, I want to say, and then my fibia once. Which one's the bigger one? I broke the bigger one 28 times on my lower leg and like my ankle area. Really, really painful. Like I got hit by a car, going the wrong direction, running a stoplight into a bicycle lane, and I was like, okay, cool, broad daylight, but whatever. And the ring is what healed my leg, basically, because I couldn't walk, and I was like, well, I had to have some form of exercise to keep my energies up and stuff, because exercise is really healing for me. And then lo and behold, like that and a couple other things actually got my leg bone to regenerate. It's really cool. Well, let's see, we got 3 minutes until Bible study. And today's message is going to be Philippians 4:9. And well, the reason why I chose Philippians 4:9 is because, like, one of these really amazing people at one of the meetings that I do on a daily basis, a part of my team, my favorite coach and teacher is Coach Michael Burt. And he even said at the last meeting that thank you. And he said that whenever, just do it basically. Whatever is burning in your heart, if you have something burning in your heart, just do it. And then if you want to like learn how to do these things, because I get confused really easily and I kind of panic on the inside, to be honest with you. I have multiple head injuries, and it's been a long way back, but I'm back, and I really want to do something beneficial for the world and for other people and for the connection of the multiverse. I want people to raise their vibrations, and I want to help share this with others and to build off of others. And he said to, in order to build with others and build off of others, you must practice this. But if practicing isn't enough, start teaching it, and then it'll get ingrained into you, because it's the law of perpetuation, basically. Like a candle, by lighting another candle, does not diminish its own light, but in fact perpetuates it. And I was like, that's actually a really good reason to do this. So, but today's Bible verse says, let me see, we got a minute. Should I go keep ranting or no? How are y'all guys doing, by the way? This is Manifesting Miracles Monday. Totally here for it. And I learned recently that I'm going to be doing on my Instagram, I'll be doing like all the physical stuff like yoga and whatnot and breath work, so I can follow along on my YouTube, because I don't really know how to. There's like a disconnect there so far right now. I'm going to fix it eventually, but in order to watch this and then like have y'all watch me, or in order for the Instagram people to watch me, I gotta have the YouTube on this thing, and I can't do both at the same time. So anywho, it is 12, and we're gonna get to this Bible verse. It's Philippians 4:9. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me, and the me is, like I said, the God is my heart. The one that I follow is my heart. Whenever I have something impulsive, and it is the impulse from the heart, which I know is a good impulse and very healing for other people. That's the heart. Like whenever I was told to invest in myself for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, and I don't know where this is going to be coming from, like how it's going to work out or anything, but I knew it was my heart, because I wanted what they were offering me, which was connection and this business motto. I had the exact same dream as a person that I'm investing for, and then like, you're your own business partner now, and I was like, oh crap. So I had to learn all these other things, and in order to learn more, I'm going to go ahead and just share so that y'all too can learn with me, which I thought interesting. But then whatever you learn from me, the heart, or seen in me, my heart, like the goodness, the thing that I saw in this amazing video, that gave me the gumption, like, I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because this fire, this zeal, I want this for the rest of my life. And also what they're creating in Japan. I think it's in Okinawa, Japan, but like they have their own little city thing, this lush gardens and everything's growing and blooming and blossoming. It's also in one of the blue zones where people live longer, and like this is for that reason is a thing. Let me get to the rest of the quote, or the verse is, put it into practice and the God of peace will be with you. So the more that you perpetuate it, the more that you actually start practicing it, and the more that you teach it, it'll just build and snowball effect into itself. So, and in this version, it says, what's it say? Oh, whatever you have learned or received or heard from me, put into practice in the God. Oh, this is the exact same version. Huh. Who'd have thunk it? But I just thought that was a really cool thing for, the morning, because I did Jeremiah one yesterday. I'm not quite sure if I was too lucid to really be doing it, but that just, like, even though I was exhausted completely, it made perfect sense, because it's just following the heart and then being obedient to the heart. And like whatever the heart says, like you can do no wrong if you are following your heart. And though it may look like things might be going askew, but that's just a character test. And like from now on, I learned that I don't ask God for more miracles. I don't ask God for money. I ask God for the strength of character to receive, in order to receive of whatever He gives me. So just asking God for character will pretty much just align me into that, because I've always wanted character and integrity, and that's kind of just how my parents were very moral people. And I went wayward with it. I wasn't very moral, but I was also still had character. I knew what it was, and I knew what I wanted, and I knew what was good, and I knew it was right, and I knew it was wrong. And when I say good and right are also just dichotomies of the human mind, but which it's like, that's another story. Like, it's also fascinating with relationships and people. But I loved how you learned, how I would learn how to build relationships with other people is by teaching relationships with other people. And I was told recently that I need to go to etiquette classes, which I've always wanted to do, but I just never, I'm not sure, because I was even told recently I just came back from California and met my teammates, and a lot of them were saying that they really like me because I am very rough around the edges and stuff, but if I wanted to connect with more people, then I would need, I feel like I need to actually learn how to speak with them. And like my vocal cords haven't been paralyzed before, and also I'm autistic, and like I have difficulty with people. I overthink things, and that's okay. I was very, very good at chess as a child. I was a very accurate chess master, but I was too young to receive the trophy or the award, even though I kicked everybody's butt in the chess game. Like, I literally won. I beat everybody, but I was like 4 years old, I want to say, and the others were like 7 and 8. And they're like, yeah, you're too young, you can't get a trophy. I was like, what? Like, don't make this my framework for life. But it's okay, I guess. Like, I got a trophy within my heart. I have the memory of it. It was really cool that I was able to beat all these people who were like twice my age at the time, and whatever. And that's okay then. So let's get to the, oh, and for the record, I'm going to be doing all my moving and exercise stuff on Instagram, because I don't know how to follow a video on YouTube right now and then still be able to do this, like, and show a live with you guys. So, declaration of non-consent is, do I believe in ghosts? I'm not really sure if they're ghosts, because I feel like everything is, like, even past lives are actually, there are no past lives, because everything is here in the present. And if everything's here in the present, then although we've already done this before, every moment is the present. That's what makes the present so important, if you know what I'm saying. I put pineapple on my pizza. But I also, like, I have a different diet. My body doesn't like, my body seems to not function optimally with meat or dairy, or at least American dairy or American meats. I'm not really sure. I've never traveled across country. I've always wanted to. I'm going to eventually. I want to go to Scotland and Ireland. I want to visit, like, Mumbai and Africa even. I met somebody from Cameroon, I want to say. Somebody's calling me. I don't know why. Go away. Stop calling me. I got another for you. I met a man from Cameroon yesterday, and his accent, everything was just so beautiful about him, and I was like, I really want to learn about people. I love people, and eventually. So, grabbing my selenite wand. We are the source from the all source. Oh, let me put this camera so that y'all too can read it with me. We can all do this together. We are sovereign. We are free. A declaration of withdrawal consent and non-consent published as public notice. Let's see if I can get this glare off of here. August 19th, 2015. A collaboration of work by various authors for unrestricted public use until reclaiming of individual sovereignty by one's individual intent and will. The following is to be declared via effect in the spoken word. This is my declaration of freedom from all control and AI beings and authority structures that interfere and harm against my sovereign free will. Let it be known that I withdraw consent. I terminate all contracts of agreements concluded by third parties regarding myself and herewith return all liabilities and karmic implications to the contracting parties on all levels, dimension, time, and timelessness. I withdraw consent to having any human being, living organism, machine, entity, person, corporation, secret group, their representatives, let me see if I can do this, their their superiors, their employers, their on and off world allies, or anyone working for or with any of the above to spy, to look into, or to watch, or in any way invade my privacy for any harmful reason. Privacy is defined as my own unique personal life experience. I revoke, I withdraw, and I retract. Hi, Ethan. And I retract all harmful agreements for all my bodies, parts, fragments, atoms, DNA cells, etheric essences, and entirety of being as an entire universe that I am on all levels of existence. I just lost my place. That's not. Yeah, to all my bodies. Oh, to all my bodies, even across all universes, even in the full time and space where much is attempted to be in hiding. Excuse me. Each experience of my being is from personal growth and development. It is not for corporations to seek profit from. They are not to be manipulated and controlled by any person, entity, government, corporation, group, religion, machine, being, anything except myself. These experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other person, entity, human being, entity, corporation, group, in any example, or someone or something that is not myself in any way that creates money and or capital for profit or control, whilst demeaning, degrading, or negatively affecting my living being. I do have Facebook, Baby Blue. What is my Facebook? It's Sam Norton is what it is. If you want, I'm on Instagram. You can follow me at 8sacred8sam8. That's where I've been doing the exercises and stuff at. That's what I did today, and I told them, I was like, look, I'm not going to be doing the Bible study here, but I might be repeating this, but these experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other human being, entity, corporation, government, religion, group, any example of someone or something that is not myself in any way that creates money and or capital for profits or control, whilst demeaning, degrading, or negatively affecting my living being. The monetization, collateralization of my personal energy and personal being, myself, for the purpose of buying, selling, or owning, is forbidden and banned under any and every terminology, language, contract that is in being and has been used to control and manipulate my personal energy and being. The monetization, collateralization of my personal human body, which houses my unique DNA, that is my private domain for the purpose of buying, selling, owning, or controlling, is forbidden and banned. Aw3Sam Norton, Norton. The buying, selling, owning, and trading of my soul energy or my unique human body on or by any stock exchange, financial institution, corporation, government, religious organization in this world or any other world is expressly forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, and owning of my unique personal DNA, physical body, consciousness, anywhere in any universe, any dimension, any astral level, time, or world is forbidden and banned. The harvesting of my energy by any group, organization, it's just me, just for the record, it's me and my cat. Like, I have a little fur baby called Midas. He's a little orange fur ball, and he's so beautiful. I think that's my profile icon. The harvesting of my energy by any group, organization, corporation, government, religious sect, astral entity, galactic being, or anyone who is not myself is now forbidden, banned, and barred. Whatever the form it takes, my energy is my own creation, and I do not consent to having it harvested for others to use or to profit from. Welcome, everybody. This is the Declaration of Non-Consent. This is Manifesting Miracles Mondays. Let's go. Such buying, selling, and controlling amounts to slavery and is forbidden and banned by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. I withdraw consent to the use of nanotechnology, parasites, or any type of infectious diseases or infectious technology whatsoever, whensoever, wheresoever, now in the past, present, or the future, to be used upon my human physical body, mind, consciousness, or soul, whilst I'm living here on earth or in any places inside and outside of space and time wherein such forces can influence one's being. I withdraw consent to any type of mind control or the use of intelligent technology, implants, physical, etheric, astral, or living or non-living, to be used on my human living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my cosmic body, my light body, my consciousness, or my soul body, which could possibly have any harmful effect upon my human physical body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any way. I withdraw consent to the external creation of dreams when I'm asleep. I withdraw consent to any other human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, dimensional being, entity entering my consciousness on any level at any time ever if the intent is to bring harm into myself or unlawful harm into another entity. And that was the thing with my friend's dream last night, or the night before last, like while we were about to leave for California. He said that he had like a predictive dream, and I was like, you know what the dream says to me? Because like certain things represented demons to me, and I was like, what if this just means like, you know, you're going to be under attack? It's all that it sounds like, you're going to be under attack and energetically. And then I actually witnessed it firsthand that he was, and I was like, remember the dream, dude? Like, you know, don't let this get to you. Because I feel like, you know, dreams can also have double-sided meanings. Like they can either be used, all things have double-sided meanings. Like you can use everything to wound you, or you can use anything to like, what is it? Wound or learn. You can either grow from it or get hurt from it. So which one do you choose? Just as I was talking about yesterday, like God give us a decision if we want to live or die by the sword, live or die by running, live or die by hiding. Like it is given to us. These are gifts. I would draw consent to any type of frequency wave being used, currently being used, or historically used to target my private and clearly designated unique human physical etheric astral bodies. I might have trouble finding you. I don't have Instagram, baby. Aw. Well, what's your? Just let me know your name, and I'll get you. I would draw consent to the type of frequency wave being used to target my private and clearly designated unique human physical, etheric, or astral bodies, my DNA, my cells, my mind, my consciousness, or my soul at any time that is any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, covert, earth-based, or off-world-based technology, which includes locations on the moon, asteroids, or other undisclosed places being used that projects pulses, sorcery beams, or waves of any known frequency which has been seen to be detrimental to the human body, mind, consciousness, or soul. I would draw consent to the use and effects of fluoride in the drinking water, in addition to genetically modifying the food grown and sold for human consumption. I would draw consent to aerosol sprays being placed in the air that I breathe, no other programming being inserted in the music I listen to. I would draw consent and do not accept any programming placed in the audio, video, images I'm exposed to. I would draw consent to negative manipulation of the weather and to the poisoning of the earth, because these acts are harmful and unhealthy to myself and to others. And that was another thing, like the guy that I was with, he was like getting on to me about like, you know, what I'm eating. And I was like, dude, I live out of the food pantry. Like not everybody has like a $18,000 month like you do. And so he was like upset that I was having to eat like chips and peanut butter. I was bringing it on the airplane and stuff. But I was like, look, this is all I got. That's what I got to work with. He's like, well, how do you eat these? And I was like, I withdraw consent to these negative things because they don't affect me in that way. Okay, Kyle Frank, Owl International Tractor logo. Okay, I'll look it up for you whenever I get done with this. I would draw consent to the use of psychics, black occult magicians, archeons, demons, negative spirits, or entities using mental energies or any forms of frequency harm or attack against my living beings or bodies, or using my bodies to inflict harm upon others. I would draw consent to exotic, machine-like robotic technology, either physically, etherically, or astrally implanted, used in any way to track, alter, dormant, attack, abuse, or infect or harm my body, my mind, my consciousness, my astral body, my light body, or my soul body in any time, any place, for any reason. I would draw consent to any deception being used in my living being at any time, anywhere, which creates any negative outcomes concerning the health and welfare of my own personal being, body, mind, consciousness, and soul, also known as my personal living being, or to my free will, my prosperity, my wealth, my happiness, also described as my life. And by the way, Kyle, what state are you in? Are you in America? Are you in a different country? Because I need to like put that in, maybe if I can't find you. I'm in Texas. I'm using my sovereign and lawful will and intention to declare in order that no energetic can deceive me personally in any way that affects me harmfully or negatively. No treaty made with any human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, whether on this planet or off this planet, is valid if that contract or treaty in any way affects my mind, my body, my life, my happiness, my consciousness, or my soul in any measurable, negative, and harmful way. No treaty made with anyone anywhere is valid if it collaterally affects my living and breathing being, my life, my happiness, my prosperity in a harmful and negative way without my full and comprehensive, transparent consent to said or stated treaty, even if I personally am not party to such a treaty. This includes all corporate treaties and contracts, as corporate treaties, contracts, as well as any treaties or contracts considered to be off-world and or interdimensional. I remove all prior consent to deception, harm, enslavement, or control of my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, my soul body, my light body, my cosmic body, on any and all levels. Any previous contracts or perceived consents through any form of tacit or assumed consent is now completely null and void, forbidden and banned upon all levels of existence. Any contracts made during any of my previous on or off-world incarnations that involve gross deception, gross violation, trickery, mind control, black occult, sorcery practices are all here and now made permanently null and void. No contract I've signed or agreed to, either in writing or as assumed tacit agreement, as concerns incarnations in any way, shape, or form upon this earth is valid, regardless of any perceived amount of space or time, physical, dimensional, or otherwise, has transpired since that original contract or agreement was begun. Excuse me. Coffee break. I guess y'all get to look at me now. Oh my gosh, guys, but California was so much fun. Like, I remember my first time going, I was like, this kind of sucks. The people that I was with, my mindset that I was in, and like this time around, I actually met some family and friends, the people that were rooting for me. And it felt so good to meet them in the flesh. And I'll be meeting them all again in Arizona, so I'm super excited about that. It was very uplifting and it was very necessary. All the even the Uber drivers were amazing too. It was so neat to have like just coincidences next to people and meeting these people. Like I even received a gift from one of them who was like very Taoist, and I'm very much Taoist myself. And we had beautiful conversation about how like everything is really always working out for us, but also how we too have to put in the same amount. The law of reciprocation is what I feel like the universe really just guides us with. Whatever we're gonna put into it, it'll just give it right back to us. And I saw that in live mode in real time, and it was just beautiful. So let's do this. If any of my previous consensual contracts involved me, which I was a party, involved me being under duress or made as a result of deception, those are all now deemed invalid. If any of mine previous consents or contracts involved me intentions me to serve another selfish agenda, those too are all now invalid. Or their purpose as well. Any person being corporation, government, religion, machine, entity, machine, consciousness that wishes to have any contract agreements or treaties with me, my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my cosmic body, my light body, my soul body, or my consciousness, must do so face to face, like face to face, in this physicality that this human body resides in on this planet this time around, with my fully conscious approval. I have to be awake. I have to be completely understanding of all of this and knowing like the ins and outs of it. But I'm only going to be doing things in relaxation mode too. So if I start freaking out, like this thing actually says to only do things in relaxation mode, if not under duress in any sort of way or mind. But either way, with my fully conscious approval and wet ink signature, like I must sign something with a pen. Public notice to Earth's criminal, harm-inducing appointed caretakers or leaders or earthly visitors whom are their supporters, any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, machines, person aligned in any way with any of these beings. If any such things as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts occur without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tacit or presumed consent by me for any act of doing done by another person, being etc. entity that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, controlling my free will, whatsoever, whensoever, wheresoever, is hereby now permanently removed, challenged, and denied. It is denied to any and all beings unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. Notice to agent and notice principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. No further notice is deemed necessary. This is now both written and recorded on this planet Earth Gaia if any human being, entity, government, religion, corporation, group from this planet Earth Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any perceived other, air quotes, level of existence wishes to form any contracts, agreements, or treaties with me, my physical body, ethereal body, and my electromagnetic, any of my bodies across any universe, any time, dimension, or space, wishes to form a contract, agreements, or treaties with that or me, they must do so face to face in this physicality that this human body resides in on this planet, in full acknowledgement and agreement of my free will to choose to do so, only under the agreements written in this declaration that y'all just read with me. I also have the right to my own sovereign free will to update, change, or modify this declaration at any time. Uh, Baby Blue, if you're still out there, like, let me know what state you live in, because I don't want to like search for you either, because I have like a lot of stuff to do. And plus, if anybody wants to join me for this amazing call tonight, let me see. I guess send me a message on Instagram or a message. I'm not really sure how I'll get in touch with people from here or TikTok. I know TikTok I can do. I can like message people back and forth. I don't know how to message people back and forth from YouTube, however, yet. But if you follow me on TikTok, like hit me up, let me know, and I will get you in this amazing. I have tickets to this amazing thing I invested recently on how to do all of this, and these meetings are super duper awesome. They're amazing. That's what I saw Coach Michael Burt with the other day, and he's the one that was like telling me like, hey, if you really want to do this, like if you want to master something, you need to be a professor of it too, and like profess to like teach others and connect with others by sharing these things. And it's not overwhelming, it's exciting. But I'm really trying to do this. I'm not really sure how to work YouTube though, even though I've been on YouTube for forever. I never went live or anything like that. This is probably like, gosh, I've done a few lives. Since I don't really see it in there, Kyle, I'm gonna try to find you. I don't really know if I can or not. I don't know what state you live in or which country you're in or what pictures you want to show me. Okay, guys, I will see y'all later, though. Much love, one love. Thank y'all very much for joining me. Happy Manifesting Miracles Monday. Let's go.